They see, they think, they understand, they assume, and they do. Kids are continuously watching their environment, continuously observing and learning, consuming, thinking, understanding. Either they assume something is true, or they actually see the truth as it is, or they assume something that is not correct because they're not logically thinking properly. So, our environment is continuously giving us information. Kids are like sponges, they absorb a lot of information from the parents, especially. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of the parents' emotional well being and how they are being at home, how they are taking care of themselves, because that can tell the parents if they're loving themselves or not. So, if you are taking care of yourself, that means you're loving yourself. And you cannot love others if you don't love yourself. If children are seeing that the parents are not loving themselves, they assume that they also don't have to love themselves. That not loving oneself is good. And unfortunately, we're living in a society where if you love yourself, you're assumed to be selfish individual, which is totally wrong. We have to love ourselves because to the degree that we love ourselves, we're able to love others. And for kids to understand that, to know it, it basically eliminates greed, because greed is the wrong type of love. It's the selfish, even the word selfish is not wrong. I'm doing something because I love it. That's not wrong. I'm doing something because of myself. That's not wrong. So selfish is not basically a judgment. And Ayn Rand wrote a book called Virtuous Selfishness, which is explaining that selfishness is not bad. The greed comes when we are not loving ourselves properly and we are trying to get things in our own way, even if they're wrong. So when kids don't know how to love themselves, that's what they're going to do. They're gonna get things the way that they want it, even if it's wrong, which is the opposite of love. Because love is not supposed to be unconditional. We don't love people just for the sake of loving them. They treat us good, we love them. And we place a rule of thumb that if you treat me good, I'm going to treat you good. If you're not going to treat me good, I'm going to go away from you. I'm not going to even bother and waste my time with you. So, this concept of love is very fundamental. So, to go back to the main topic here, it's assessing or questioning our degree of love to ourselves. Because the more that we love ourselves, the more people will start feeling that love. Because now, when we are loving others, we are not loving them on like with sacrificing our own life. Many parents love their kids in a wrong way, and that could be maybe exhausting themselves. If the child basically sees you, if your child sees you exhausting yourself to the degree of like having health problems and all that stuff, unconsciously or subconsciously, because the mind is so great, it can absorb all these information and assume stuff. Subconsciously, the child will start seeing themselves as being the reason why you're hurting yourself. So they start to assume that mom or dad is this is happening because of me. They are being affected because of me. Even fights, when they happen, they start assuming that it's them. So the more that we bring a healthy environment that embraces love from within, it's gonna change everything. And how can parents love themselves, right? It's a very common thing, because parents and even us, we haven't been taught how to take care of ourselves, how to do the things that we love. It's all about chasing money, chasing career, doing the chores, doing the things that just gets us by. We have a poverty mindset in society. We are not thinking about what bring us joy and bring us fulfillment. So what brings health and love? How can I love myself? I love myself when I take care of my body, when I take care of my emotions, when I take care of my mental health, when I take care of my spiritual health, because that's who I am, right? I'm a holistic being. And once we start questioning these things, okay, how am I doing in this area? How am I doing in these areas? And the individual will start seeing the optimal solutions. I'm not here to basically tell everyone what to do or what things to do, right? It's a self-inquiry. It's a thing that every individual has to go within and ask themselves, okay, what makes me happy? What is the thing that I have to do to be able to take care of myself, right? So I just can basically give you ideas and give you the formula or the system to be able to reflect on yourself. So think about it this way. You are a mind. You're not the mind. You are a source that is observing the mind, right? So, but you have a mental process. That mental process, of course, should be healthy, should not be breaking you down, should be creative, should be satisfying to live with, right? So healthy mind, healthy body, right? We are the body as well. How are we doing in the physical temple that we have? Are we healthy? Are we feeling pain? Are we taking care of ourselves? Are we doing exercise? Because many people think that exercise is stressful or exhausting or something that makes us feel bad or tired. But actually, the reward comes after the behavior. After exercise, we start feeling good, not before exercise. So we have to see it as something that makes us better, and it's like a reward for our body, even if our mind doesn't like it or our emotions doesn't like it. So we start working on it, right? Like physical sleep as well. When we're sleeping, when we're relaxed, when we're meditating, all that are forms of self-love. Emotional well-being. Are we surrounding ourselves with people who are supporting our emotional well-being? Are we consuming things with our mind that is helping us advance emotionally? Like listening to this video, for example. What are the type of content that we are absorbing? Because that has a huge influence on us. Are we taking care of our spiritual well-being? Because as important as the mental and the emotional and the physical, we have to understand the spiritual world, the things that are mysterious, the things that we actually cannot fully understand, right? Like God. We cannot understand God because that's a concept that is beyond human understanding. And it's great. It doesn't mean that we have to avoid it or not think about it. No, I feel in love with God, right? So our understanding of the spiritual world, of the meaning. So when we're talking about the spiritual world, I like to see it as meaning, the meaning of life, the meaning of happiness, right? The more that we're starting to fulfill these understandings, fulfill these needs, we start taking care of ourselves. And that will start manifesting in our behavior, in our thought processes, in our emotions, in our decisions, in the way that we are communicating with others and finding answers to problems. These are super important, and the moment that we as individuals start working on them, we're gonna start influencing and helping those around us, and especially kids. And for us to help kids, whether they are vulnerable, they have health problems or emotional problems or social problems, we have to start with the things that are within our control, and our behavior, our actions, our the way of communication, the way that we think, our spiritual understanding has a lot to do with this. Have a great day. I want to keep this short, but check a link down below in the description if you want to join my community. I have a couple of plans there. And yeah, leave your comments in the comment section, and like the video and share it to those who might enjoy it. Have a good day.